Hey, this is Gabe. Welcome back to a video. It's been a while since I made one of these, and especially using a kit. So, about a month or so ago, I was approached by this company called StrongInk. Check them out, stronglink.com. Asked if I would be interested in testing out a couple of their kits. Give them an honest review of what I thought about their kits. So I said, sure, why not? And at first impression, it just looks like a basic kit pen that I could have got at Rockler or Penn State. Not a stretch because they all come from China anyway, and but the only thing, the barrel here was not sanded, but that's not a big deal since the majority of the kits that I've bought over the years, half were sanded and half of them weren't even from the same supplier. So that's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I've casted a VW blank. This one I printed out special, and it's just a little bit long. This is a generic blank that I used for, let me see if I got it here. Yeah. For this particular pen here, I made it a little bit longer. That way I can trim it down to size if needed. So this is just a 3D resin print, not a DLA print. But anyway, you get the basic idea. So I print this, then I casted this twice, cast it in white and then cast it in yellow. That's a kind of a long, boring process. But the 3D resin print, I don't particularly care for it. This is what it looks like here. This is this silver. You have to seal the sides all the way around, otherwise this stuff leaks like crazy. But anyway, so anyhow, I drilled this out 27/64. I'm just going to pop that in there, center it, and then we'll glue that up. Then when that's dry, then we'll put that on the lathe and we will get to work. One of the things I forgot to mention is that StrongInk also sent me the drill bit for this right here, and they also sent me a set of bushings, just to be sure that I can do everything the right way and that I have a good experience using their product. So I already cleaned this off, and this worked out really well. So I'll just put that back for later for another use. And they sent me a couple of pen kits. They sent me one silver or one chrome and then one gold. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that one yet, but it'll be something unique. All right, I just put this on the lathe here. And then before I get started, I had forgotten what I should do first. I need to relieve all these corners. I like to sand those to start so that that doesn't shatter when I start to turn it. All right, now I'm going to use carbide. I just put on a fresh cutter. Well, you can see that's starting to look pretty good. I'm happy with that yellow. This is the 7th blank that I've made in yellow. Actually, two double sets. So 4 of them ended up in the trash. This one here was a single one that I made specifically for the Sierra. And then another set that I have that I casted a different way, but this one I'm happy with so far. But the yellow is very difficult to do, but I'm kind of liking that. Further down, so that's starting to look pretty good. A little bit of chip out still, so I'm just going to cut that a little bit slower. That's looking pretty good. Now I'll just clean all this up off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll wet sand it and put it together. All right, everything's been cleaned up. It's now a following day. This looks really good. Now the color is sort of misleading because I'm using reproper silver resin for this 3D print. It's like a metal shift print. When the light hits it, it's supposed to look metallic. But one of the things I've noticed is that yellow is not a really good contrasting color. It doesn't break up the light very well. And it actually, the silver makes that look a little green, especially in this fluorescent lighting. So after we get it cleaned up, wet sanded and assembled and in the light, I'm hoping that this looks a little bit better. If not, I will abandon this process altogether, although I do have a bunch of other blanks that I had made. I think it just may be the yellow, but I'm going to do one in multicolored dark colors like a red and black. So I'll see what that looks like, but that'll be in a fountain pen, not in a kit. So anyway, we're going to start off with a micro mesh 1500 grit. Here, this is 1500, 18, 24, 32, 36, 4000, 6000, 8000, and 12,000. So this is going to be on a slow speed. This is 1800 grit. $2,400 grit. This is 3,600 grit. $4,000.
$6,000.
$8,000. And then last, $12,000. And I really want to thank StrongInk for sending me these kits and the bushings. The bushings I had were pretty wore out, so the bushings really made it helpful. And like I said, they also sent me a drill bit to go along with it. So one of the things that I'm noticing that I'm not thrilled with, I didn't think about, now this metal shift reprapper resin is pretty transparent and it should look silver, but what I'm seeing here is you can see the brass underneath, and in a way it's sort of holographic, that silver, if you look at it like this. But let's get it in the sunlight and see how it looks. But it almost looks like it's clear rather than silver. So the blank itself is a good looking blank. The kit is a really good kit. But the resin that I used, not so much. The couple of the blanks that I have to make fountain pens out of, I'm going to have to paint the bottom of the inside to give it some color. So either that, or I just may end up trashing those as well. So anyway, let's get this assembled. Okay, now I'm at my drill press. There's my quill on top. And then I'm really not a fan of all these crazy jigs for assembling, when I think if you have a drill press and just a little cut off piece of a scrap, this gets chucked up here. That gets held in place. Okay, that is my assembly jig. And of course, all we're going to do is just put these two pieces together. So I'm just going to put that on the side like that. And I want that clip centered between the logos. It's the same on both sides. Sometimes I have to line it up a little bit. There. And that looks good. Now that that is not wet, you know, it's not, it looks more silver now. So that's good. Still not a fan of that reprapper. But anyway, let's just put the rest of this kit together. Of course, this goes in here. We'll assemble the transmission. Take off that little rubber tip. And that was fighting me going in right there a little bit, so there. Oh. May have to. Oh. Yeah, for some reason I had to use a little extra force to put that in there. Don't know why, but that moves really nice and smooth. That assembles real nice. And let's take this out in the sunlight and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's what that looks like in the sunlight. Different view. I think that looks really good. The kit itself feels like any other Sierra kit that I've used over the years. The Sierra and the cigar kits were my favorite and my best sellers. Just a nice classic design without any gimmicks. And those were my best sellers as well. But I like the way this turned out, other than the reprapper resin. But if you like this, give me a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next video. Hey, this is Gabriel Castro. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. You can click on the link right here and subscribe. You can watch a video series right here or the latest video right here.